Hello everyone, and welcome back to Iraqi Dinar Cuba, your trusted source for real-time updates, expert analysis, and critical insight into global currency shifts. Today is unlike any broadcast we've shared before. This moment marks a major turning point in a journey many of you have followed with dedication, resilience, and a firm belief in transformative financial change. What you're about to hear isn't speculative. It's not based on projections, it is confirmation. Direct and credible information has surfaced from within the international currency exchange network. Frank26, one of the most respected voices in the dinar community, has officially confirmed the revaluation of both the Iraqi dinar, AQD, and Vietnamese dong, VND, is now live. This is not a rumor. This is not a forecast. This is a reality in motion. Financial institutions across the globe, Tier 1 banks and major currency platforms have received instructions. Confirmed reports from trusted sources are emerging of successful exchanges taking place worldwide. This isn't merely an update. This is a game-changing global event. After years of skepticism, waiting, and relentless speculation, the time has finally arrived. Currency holders who stood firm through waves of uncertainty are now witnessing the fruits of their patience. What once seemed like a never-ending loop of speculation and shifting timelines is over. This moment is real, it's documented, and it's unfolding right now. Gone are the vague updates and hopeful theories. What we have now is solid action. Appointments are being booked. Currency desks are activated. Verified transactions are being completed in real time, across borders and banking systems. We are beyond rehearsals. This is the implementation stage. If you hold IQD or VND, the era of waiting is over. But moving forward must be done strategically, not emotionally. It's a time for smart, measured action guided by facts. Frank26's validation brings the clarity we've all been waiting for. And with that clarity comes responsibility to stay vigilant, act wisely, and align yourself with accurate guidance. This is not just a shift for individual investors, but a transformative moment for entire economies. One of the most important takeaways from today's report is that this process has been underway privately before today's public rollout. Private redemptions have already begun under non-disclosure agreements, involving specific groups and individuals tied to early-stage contracts. Many were able to secure favorable rates based on volume and pre-arranged terms. Now, the public phase is opening. This means everyone holding IQD or VND, not just those in pre-registered groups, who can engage. Banks have activated currency desks, and redemption centers are operating under structured, but accessible, protocols. However, it's important to understand, this window will not stay open indefinitely. Opportunities like this are time-sensitive. The urgency is real, but it's not a call for panic, it's a call for strategic preparedness. Begin by understanding what's happening and how to navigate it intelligently. Preparation now could determine your outcome tomorrow. That starts with understanding the economic foundations behind both currencies' rise. The Iraqi dinar was once the strongest currency in the region, as stronger than even the US dollar. But decades of war, sanctions, and instability caused its collapse. In recent years, Iraq has steadily rebuilt its economy, infrastructure, and financial credibility. Oil exports are growing. Foreign investment is climbing. Iraq's central bank has implemented modern financial tools to meet global standards. This is not a spontaneous event. It's a justified recalibration. This revaluation is not a fantasy or artificial inflation. It's a legitimate correction for a currency that has long been undervalued. Iraq's economy is gaining momentum and rejoining global markets. The revaluation reflects this evolution. For those holding dinar, this is more than profit, it's a moment that symbolizes national and financial renewal. These gains are rooted in measurable progress. Vietnam's story is equally powerful. Over the past 20 years, the nation has transformed into a global production powerhouse, dominating industries like electronics, textiles, and agriculture. International companies rely on Vietnamese output. Yet, despite strong GDP growth and financial discipline, the dong remain artificially suppressed to support exports. That strategy has now run its course. As inflation steadied and surpluses built, Pressure from organizations like the IMF and World Bank increased. They pushed Vietnam to let the dong appreciate in line with its economic performance. Vietnam is responding. The dong's revaluation is a signal of global confidence in its economy. It's no longer about holding value artificially low. It's about truthfully reflecting a robust economy. VND holders are finally seeing that value materialize. If you're holding IQD or VND, now is the time to act, but act wisely. First, verify that your currency notes are authentic. This can't be stressed enough. Counterfeit notes will not be accepted. Only validated notes are eligible for redemption. Second, identify nearby banks or authorized redemption centers. Many Tier 1 institutions like Chase, Wells Fargo, and SPCO have open specialized exchange departments. You may need to book an appointment, and documentation is vital. A proof of purchase, certificate of authenticity, and any supporting paperwork must be ready. If you purchase through a certified dealer, locate your receipts. Next, consult with a financial advisor who understands currency redemptions. Tax consequences can vary by jurisdiction. Do not let avoidable mistakes erode your returns. Secure the knowledge in the paperwork now. A key point Frank26 emphasized is the short-lived availability of contract rates. These higher rates are tied to structured appointments and exchange groups. If you're already part of a vetted group, you likely have advantage as a preferred terms, faster scheduling, and possible access to superior rates. But even if you're not, standard public exchanges are ongoing. Your job is to act before the opportunity narrows. Waiting too long may limit your options to possibly reducing your rate or closing the window entirely. This is not just a currency transaction, it's a role in a global financial reordering. What you do in the next few days could impact your wealth trajectory for decades. Documentation, planning, and clarity of execution are the pillars of success. Don't fumble this moment. Seize it with diligence and direction. This moment is not occurring in a vacuum. It's part of a broader rebalancing in global finance. We're witnessing a subtle yet powerful move away from US dollar reliance. Countries are trading in national currencies, bypassing the dollar. Oil deals are being priced in alternative denominations. Central banks are focusing on gold and asset-backed standards. It's a global reset, and IQD and VND are at the forefront. This global transition elevates once undervalued currencies and integrates them into a new framework, one based on real productivity and assets, not just printed paper. For individual holders, understanding this context gives purpose to your actions. You are not just investing, you're participating in a macroeconomic transformation, and that perspective will help guide your long-term choices. The revaluation of the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong is only the beginning. Global central banks are collaborating like never before. This isn't about interest rates anymore, it's about rebuilding a stable, asset-backed monetary system. Old debt-driven paradigms are being challenged. Tangible value resources, production, infrastructure is being prioritized. Iraq and Vietnam are just the first wave. More undervalued currencies will likely follow. This is a first-mover advantage. Those who recognize the potential early are now positioned ahead of the curve. This isn't just a payout, it's participation in a historic transformation of wealth, finance, and economic policy. This is a front-row seat to a financial evolution the world has not seen in decades, and for the prepared, it's a generational moment. Frank26 closed his update with a profound reminder: be ready, be respectful, be wise. This is not a windfall, it's an opportunity that requires maturity, discipline, and foresight. The urge to act impulsively or emotionally must be resisted. True, lasting wealth comes from intention, structure, and thoughtful stewardship, and not excitement or panic. Think beyond short-term wins. Think legacy. Whether through philanthropy, investment, or building lasting security for your family, what you do now shapes the decades to come. Use this moment to consult advisors, educate yourself, and establish a solid financial plan. Wealth is more than money, it's about sustaining and multiplying it through wisdom. This is a rare chance to build something meaningful. Don't waste it. As this historic shift continues, Iraqi Dinar Hub remains committed to providing verified updates and expert tools to help you succeed. This is not the end, it's the beginning. Wealth structuring, tax efficiency, legal clarity. These are the next steps. From trusts to asset management, compliance to estate planning, and what comes after the exchange is just as critical. We'll keep you informed every step of the way. Our upcoming broadcasts will explore redemption procedures in depth, what to bring, who to speak with, what to expect. We'll also introduce financial professionals, planners, and legal experts to help guide you through post-exchange decisions. You deserve more than information. You need strategy and support. This isn't theory anymore. The revaluation is active. The IQD and VND are no longer what so they are now. The window is open, but it will not stay that way forever. If you've stayed the course, your patience is being rewarded. If you're just discovering this opportunity, welcome here, but move quickly and intelligently. Every moment matters now. Share this update with fellow holders. Join the discussion. Prepare for what's next. Global finance is evolving, and you are a part of that shift. Your role in this transformation is not accidental, it's strategic. What you do today will ripple across your financial future. This moment isn't just about wealth up, it's about possibility, and that possibility is here. Now. Stay with Iraqi Dinar Hub for continued updates, deep analysis, and guidance as this new financial era unfolds. Your actions today will shape your tomorrow. Step into it with purpose, and write the next chapter of your legacy. The content presented in this video is for informational and educational purposes only and should not be considered financial, investment, legal, or tax advice. Iraqi Dinar Hub is not a licensed financial advisor, broker, or tax consultant. The views and opinions expressed are those of the content creators and referenced sources and do not guarantee any financial outcome or investment return. Currency speculation is inherently risky and may result in loss. Viewers are strongly encouraged to conduct their own research and consult with qualified professionals before making any financial decisions related to foreign currency exchange or investments.